So, John here has just been on the phone to make a PIP claim on my behalf as my carer. This will be round 2 going through PIP. My first claim kind of didn't go to plan. It was a no because the assessors lied on their report, but there's videos already on my YouTube about that, so if you're interested in that, go and look at them. But I just wanted to catch John's reaction of the phone call. So yeah, John, did you find that phone call easy?
No.
And you're a carer.
Yes.
Yeah, you're a carer of a disabled person, and you didn't find that easy at all.
No.
Was it really complicated?
It wasn't really complicated. It was just that when you usually give information over the phone, there's 2 types of people. There's the ones that go, oh yes, my telephone number is
Yeah.
and then there's the ones like me that go, my telephone number is
You give it out, yeah.
Slowly and clearly, because they type and write it all down. So I was doing that, but they just wanted it said fast for security reasons.
At first they ask you a load of questions for security reasons, and they're not typing it down. But then once they've done that, they then ask you all the same questions
to write it down,
to type it down.
Yeah.
That's their process. But, so did you get really confused with that then?
When I was doing it slowly and the very helpful assistant said, oh, these are for security, I thought she was like,
you weren't sure what she meant.
What do you mean by security?
You weren't sure what she meant.
And she goes, oh, these are security questions. I was like, okay.
Yeah, and I had to tell you what she meant by it, yeah.
But once I learnt that, it was just like straightforward. She was very clear, very precise. She double checked everything clearly. So when I read it out, instead of her going, oh, so I've got blah, 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 blah.
Could you tell, though, that she was following a script? That she was reading from a script? Because I could.
Yes, I could tell she was following a script.
And it just seems a very complicated script that they've got. Yeah. And you being a carer, for me, a carer for a disabled person, you found that confusing, right? So I'm just thinking a disabled person ringing up to make a claim, they would find it even more confusing, wouldn't they? Especially someone like me with learning difficulties. I remember the first time I rang them up to make the first claim, I did it myself because I wasn't sure whether you're allowed to get a carer to do it or not. So I did it myself, and I got extremely confused, and the guy I was speaking to on the phone wasn't as helpful as the woman you were speaking to. So he spoke even faster, and he had a really thick, strong accent. I mean, she had an accent, but it wasn't thick, and it wasn't...
it was quite a thick accent
she had. But I could understand her.
She had good pronunciation.
Yeah, the guy I spoke to during the first claim, he spoke really fast, and I couldn't really understand everything he was saying.
He just wanted to get to lunch, he did.
He wanted to get to lunch, but the first time I found it confusing.
Television, oh my goodness.
TV's just making noise. But yeah, I just wanted to get your thoughts on it, because I know myself, I found it difficult and confusing, so I wanted to see how you found it, whether you would find it confusing as well.
Well,
which I think
the only thing that I found really confusing about that particular phone call was that when she interrupted to say it was security, she could have said, could you say it faster for me, and I would have got it right away. But like, I listened in on the first time you made the PIP call, and that guy I couldn't understand, and like you said, he was rushing it. So it really depends on how you hear accents and who's speaking.
Yeah.
Because...
And I mean, I know they've got to do it for security reasons. They read them terms and condition thingies that you got to agree to or disagree to, and they read them and they're following a script. You can tell that, and they kind of rush through that. So it's like, oh, hang on a minute, and I know they've probably got to do it for security reasons and everything like that, but sometimes that is a bit hard to follow when they're speaking fast, and I found that hard to follow. But
but the terms that they give you is that any information you give to the Department of Work and Pensions will be used within the Department of Work and Pensions.
I know basically all that anyway.
Assess whether or not you are eligible for benefits, etc.
But
so it's a fraud. It's to stop fraud.
Do you think the questions they ask though are useful? Do you think there's any that are useless questions that they ask over the phone when you make the claim?
No, I think it all goes towards the claim. Like,
obviously, they're going to need your name, address, phone number, that sort of thing.
Stupid questions.
The name and
everything.
address of your doctor or your GP or whatever. That's understandable. They need all that.
There's no stupid questions that I see. Like, they don't ask for your shoe size.
Yeah.
It's like everything they give you is more information. Like, honestly, I don't think there was a stupid question there, really.
Yeah, so the questions are good. It's just the way they go about.
Yeah, it all depends on the person on the other end of the phone. Because, like I said, you can get Speedy Gonzales giving you the blah, 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 right? And then you've got the people that take it slow because they understand what's going for. Like, I noticed how the lady today, she spoke slower to Suki than she did to me, because she doesn't know Suki's condition, but she knew I was applying on behalf of.
Yeah.
So she was making sure that she was making her point across, like, are you sure you want this person to do this for you?
Yeah.
These are the things you have to agree to. With me, she just asked the questions like, what is the name of the claimant? If she had asked Suki that, she would probably have said it like, what is your name? She was a very good worker. I was very impressed with the lady
she
who was
was
speaking
quite
to.
good. She was a lot better than the first time I rang up.
And she seemed to be full of happy energy as well. So she obviously hadn't had too many difficult customers.
She had her Weetabix this morning, But so do you think that for disabled people that are ringing up, do you think they could make it a little bit easier?
Yes.
Simplify it a little bit for disabled people that are ringing up to make a claim, especially disabled people with learning difficulties.
The way they should do it for all claims is it's going to get annoying for the workers, but at the end of everything, ask, did you understand?
Yeah.
And if the person says no, they repeat it again slower and clearer. Did you understand then, sir or ma'am?
I mean, I didn't...
And if they say yes, you carry on. If they say no, try and say it in a different way. Or ask them, what is it
I mean, because at the beginning she wasn't clear about those questions she was asking me.
She did say about security, but I wasn't sure if she was typing them in or not.
I heard that, but I thought she meant security-wise she's got to ask me whether it's okay for you to deal with the call for me on my behalf. Which she did, but she didn't clarify that the next set of questions she would be asking, she wouldn't be typing in there for security reasons.
Yeah, she should have said these are just for security.
She read them out. She only did that after she read them out.
Yeah, she could have said...
And that's where she could have said beforehand, right, these questions I'm asking now, I'm not typing in, I'm just asking them for security reasons.
And I would have said them
right,
faster.
because the call is recorded. And then you could have said them faster. Then afterwards she could have gone, right, now I'm going to ask you the same questions,
Well, she did
but type them in.
Yeah,
which she did say, but she didn't clarify that at the beginning, that the first lot of questions.
If she did, I didn't hear it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I didn't hear it either. But
other than that, that worker was very fluent, very impressive, very clear, and like an example, I'm not giving out our real number, but for example, she goes, "Could you give us a contact phone number?" And I said, "Our contact number is number, and she goes, "I've got number.
She dictated it back to you, yeah.
And I was like, that is correct.
Just to make sure it was all
right. And then when because like that was for like Suki's contact, but because I'm a carer, they had to put me down as carer. What is your contact number? I said same as before.
Yeah.
Now, most people would have said, okay, thank you, and carried on. But she said, could you please reiterate that number again?
Yeah.
So I gave the number, and then she read it back again. Perfect.
So, all in all, if you had to rate that call, the PIP claim call, 1 to 10, 1 being bad, 10 being really good,
right,
what would it be? Where would it lie on that scale?
I'd say about an 8.
An 8?
The only reason it gets an 8, 10 would mean that it was flawless, and we've already established there was a little confusion.
Yeah.
Right? And no phone call is ever flawless. Flawless would have been I rung up, said your name, and they said your claim's on the way, we've got all your information. There you go, hung up. Be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You know? 9 would have been like, with no hiccups, everything was clear and precise, and 8 is with a little hiccup. So that time, very impressive, but I am well aware that the service isn't as always good.
Yeah.
And I guarantee by the end of today, if she's still on that shift and she's had a couple of grumpy, "Are you listening to me?" customers, her service will slip.
Yeah.
And she'll be tired and annoyed.
So
I recommend ringing them early, and if you have a problem, ask them politely.
Yep. So, yeah. But I'm going to hand you the camera so you can video me quickly.
Okay.
Right. So, hello everyone. So yeah, my advice, if you're making a PIP claim for the first time, when you're ringing them up, make sure you have all your info that you need, such as bank details, doctor's name and address and phone number, national insurance number. Make sure you've got all that ready. Also, if you have learning difficulties, maybe get someone to help you, to ring up on your behalf, such as a carer, or if you have a support worker or a social worker, get them to help you, or even look for places like SARC, which they help disabled people with claims. So maybe you could go to someone like that and ask them for help making the call. Because I know myself, I have learning difficulties. I also have anxiety around making phone calls and things. I'm not very good on the phone at all. And the first time I rang up to do my first claim, like almost over a year ago, a year and 6 months ago, I got very confused over the phone. So if you do have learning difficulties and struggle on phones, then do get someone you trust to help you with that. But yeah, that's our review of the PIP first claim call. So now we've just got to wait for them to send out the forms, and then we're gonna go and get SARC to help us fill out them forms and then send them off, and hopefully second time round it will go better than it did first time round. Hopefully I won't need to make an appeal this time. And last time SARC mentioned that they were going to try and do it this time so that I didn't have to go for the assessment, because that's where it screwed it up last time, was the assessment, because the assessor wasn't very good at his job. He didn't do his job properly, and he lied during the
interview.
Report.
Yeah,
he lied
report.
during his report. So
I reckon he did.
Yeah.
I actually reckon he did his job well, because at that time they were deliberately trying to screw people.
Anyway, so thanks for watching this video. I hope it's helpful in any way. Yeah, thanks. See you all later. Bye bye.
Bye bye.